Yeah. All right. So today, y'all, we back with another story time. I'm gonna tell y'all a story time about how me, my girlfriend, and a couple other my friends. This is a story time about how me, my girlfriend, and a couple of my other friends all freaking skipped. What period was that? Like second and third period, third and fourth, pretty much the entirety of third and fourth period, pretty much in the auditorium where they give where they do plays at in my high school. So this starts off as a day in 12th grade for sure. 12th grade, a couple of months back. This is just a regular day, and I'm going to school every day, every morning, waking up at six something, like five. The earliest I would wake up is like 5:30. I would wake up at 5:30 on purpose, like set an alarm for 5:30, and I would always get on BO2 and just play until I had to leave. Like I would get ready for school and then I would play BO2 until I had to leave. And it was so fun. It was so fun and I miss it. But freaking I'm on this day, I'm pretty sure I played BO2 this day for sure. This isn't like important to the story, but it's just something I wanted to add in, bro. But I get off of BO2 and we get in my mom's car, me and Karan, and we go to school, and my big brother. We get in my mom's car and we go to school. And freaking, we usually always get to school really late. Not really late, but usually we're never at school at the start of first period. Like, never. Like, we are always late. And the reason being is because my mom gets off of work at 7 a.m. So, and we live like 20 minutes away from the school. So if you freaking add that up, it's like she gets off at 7 a.m. First period starts at 7:30. It takes us 20 minutes or more to get to that school. What's that? Oh. But we're freaking. Huh? 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 What? Huh? Oh, the cart. The cart. Freaking. Uh, we can 1v1 with guns. I'm sorry. I'm a freaking. Back to the story, bro. Let's play casual. Alright, play whatever. Tell me when to join. But freaking. Join. Pass me that when you done. Apple Mint. Hitting. Bro. This is amazing. But back to the story, bro. This game is a pretty goated game. One of the best games. I had to cut this part out. I was just standing still, but back to the story. Yeah, I don't care. It's hardcore. This is just a regular day. I'm getting to school second period basically every day. It's like a routine. And by the time I got to school, my girlfriend asked me because her and her friends did this like not every day. I want to say like once a week probably, or like twice every month or something like that. It was like a formula. It was like, okay, so the auditorium in our school is used by the literature teachers for plays, like drama plays. So second period, first and second period every morning, there's a male teacher that holds a drama class every day in the morning, and he like teaches about it and stuff, and he uses the stage, like they use the auditorium. It's just them in there. Like usually we go in there. Sometimes we go in there um for like speeches or whatever, and there's a bunch of seats and stuff like that. whiteboard, like a typical auditorium, dude. I'm pretty sure all schools have a auditorium. Like, why would it not? But this particular day, I got to school around like two, like, what am I talking about, bro? Not two. Freaking, I got to school around. This day, I got to school around the end of second period, so even later than usual. And by this time, what are you even doing, dude? You're so lame. By this time, the teacher who holds the drama class and in the auditorium, he isn't in the auditorium anymore. By the end of second period, he's gone. Like, he's teaching his regular class. And the auditorium is empty with no one in it. It's pitch black dark. Well, not really pitch black. I would say, like, it's pretty lit up. Pretty lit. It's like a pretty dimly lit dark room. And so they're waiting for the teacher to like go back to his classroom or whatever, and for the class to leave the auditorium. And once they leave, they enter the auditorium, like with when the lights are off. The auditorium is supposed to be closed. No one's supposed to be in there. They enter the auditorium. Well, this is before. This is the plan basically. I'm telling you the plan. And they go into the auditorium, and there's this, as soon as you walk in, you turn to the left and look directly down. There's like this space where you can just crawl into, where no one can really see you. Like, it's pretty like peculiar. I don't understand how they even like found something like this, but But they the idea is to go into this crawl space, and for whoever to walk in to not see. Like, you can't really, I don't know how to explain it. You can't really see. Like, unless you know someone is there, you're not just gonna think to look there. Like, it kind of makes sense why they thought to hide there, to skip class, to skip second and third period in there. So when I get to school, my girlfriend is explaining this, and basically this whole ordeal about how we're gonna skip second and third. And freaking, okay, so since I was just getting to school, none of my teachers knew I was at school, and so I could basically just go anywhere or like skip whatever class because none of them knew I was there since I got there late. And so we as soon as the bell rings for a third period, well, for the end of second period, we make our way to the auditorium. We walk through the long hallways, make our way to where the cafeteria is. Right next to the cafeteria is the auditorium, and we get in the auditorium, and it's pitch black dark. There's some people around the cafeteria at this point, but not really like a lot. There's not a bunch of people. It's just a minuscule amount of people, and maybe like a teacher down the hallway or something like that. Like, there's not a lot of people over here because it's a morning time. It's like freaking 9 time. It's like 9:10 at this point. 9:10. 9:15 is when second period ends. So it's like 9:15 at this point. No one's really over here. Lunch for my school starts at 11. I mean, not 11. Yeah, 11. Pretty much. Yeah, 11. That's when we go to lunch. We go to lunch at 11. So no one's going to be around the lunchroom at 9 if lunch doesn't start until 11. But we go into the auditorium, go into this little crawl space, and then we're all like trying to fit into the crawl space. Just like cramming ourselves in there, bro. It wasn't uncomfortable at all. It was a lot of space down there. Like, enough space to move around and like move your legs around and stuff like that. And we're all just sitting under there chilling and stuff like that. Okay, and we're just chilling there, and they're like on their phones watching freaking TikToks or whatever. I don't know. I honestly don't remember. I remember like that they were watching something on their phone, but I don't know what they were watching. I wasn't really paying attention to what they were watching. But a little bit of time goes by, and some person, some like mysterious person, just comes to the door and like opens it, and I hear one of my girlfriend's friends talking to the person who opened the door. But it doesn't sound like an admin. It sounds like some kid. And he's saying, I don't know what he said, but it wasn't anything serious. It wasn't like it wasn't some kid who was gonna snitch on us basically. Like he opened the door, the kid opened the door, said something or whatever, and then that was it. And then after that, this girl, she's pretty known at this school, and I'm not gonna say her name, but she came in the auditorium, and she's like explaining to us why we shouldn't be in there, but she didn't notice that all of us were under the crawl space. She didn't know we were all in the crawl space. She was only talking to and looking at my friend, not my friend, my girlfriend's friend, who was talking to her at the door. He got out of the crawl space to talk to her, and the girl is telling us that she's gonna like tell the principal or whatever, but she never does. Like nothing happens. We're just like the bell rings and she just goes back to class, I guess. I don't understand it. But yeah, that happens. And we at this point it's been like 30 minutes since we got in there. It's been like 30 minutes since we got in there. It's been like 30 minutes since we got in there. And we want to get out of this crawl space. Like it's getting pretty uncomfortable at this point. There's too many people in this tiny crawl space with like no room, not really really a lot of room for a lot of people. Like when we first got in, it was pretty good, but as the time went on, it just got pretty like, I don't know how to explain it. My legs were just getting tired and everything. And when I got out, my legs were like pretty much locked in place. But we get out and we're like walking around the auditorium while all of the lights are off. Like no one else is in this auditorium besides us. And we're just all walking around this auditorium like playing. They're freaking hitting vapes in the auditorium and stuff. The auditorium obviously has a stage. Every auditorium has a stage. We all go into the stage. The stage has like a spotlight. When the lights are off, it has a spotlight on it. So it's like we all walk up to the stage where the spotlight is, and we go behind the curtains to see what's behind the curtains of the stage. And when we go back there, there's not really a lot. There's just like a bunch of junk, really. We were just sitting on top of like these like wooden planks, basically, with it was like a wooden plank but with a metal border. We were sitting them back there for a little bit, and we hear the door open. We hear keys. We hear heels clacking. And we're like tweaking, dude. This one girl that we were with, I'm not going to say her actual name, but I don't think I'm going to give her a name, to be honest. I don't know. What name do I give her? Cindy. Her name is Cindy. Cindy is like, as soon as she hears the keys and the person enter, she's tweaking. Like, automatic, like, just panic mode, dude. Not like full panic, but like wishing, like thinking the absolute worst, dude. Like, what if this happens? What if this happens? And she's freaking. We're all like standing behind this one curtain, and it's pretty like, it's not really a big curtain like that. Like we were on the edge of this curtain. Anyone could see this. Yes, the stage. Anyone could see this. Yeah. We were at the edge of the curtain. So if you were standing out of the curtain and you looked all the way to the left, you would see this Cindy's book bag sticking out of the curtains, and she's like tweaking. And I noticed her book bag sticking out, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Stop! Like, just stop. They're not gonna say anything. So we just sit there and wait quietly. And I'd say like 10 minutes go past, we hear another lady come in, and it's for sure an admin this time. Like, no doubt about it. I recognize this lady's voice and everything, and she's just like talking to the other lady that's in there, but it's not about us. And the lady, the admin lady, after like 2 minutes, she just leaves. Like, they were talking about something, and then she left. After that, this boy came up to the stage, and he was like on the stage, and he realized that, like, he saw our book bags and our feet, and he realized that we were up there, and he like peeked back there, and he didn't really say anything. He looked like surprised kind of, and he was just like, go. And before this, I forgot to mention this, but like 5 minutes before this, Jesse, not 5 minutes, like 2 minutes before this, 30 seconds before this kid like says like go, and he's trying to tell us like when to go, when the teacher's back is turned, so we can just go out of the auditorium. So 30 seconds before this, Jesse walks out and just dips out of the auditorium. He does not wait for anything. He just slips out, bro. He's out of there. And the guy comes up and he's telling us to go, get out. And I see my girlfriend's friends and my girlfriend running out of the auditorium. So I fast walk out of the auditorium. And we just walk to class and all go our separate ways, bro. And that's basically it, dude. Like, nothing happened after that. I don't know, like, why that lady didn't suspect anything about, like, 5 kids just sitting behind the auditorium curtain. Like, it's pretty peculiar. I don't understand it. Why, like, I don't really know why they were in there in the first place. I think they were a music class, because there were, like, 4 people sitting in the seats off of this day. Like, the seats that are, when you first walk in, their seats, they were sitting in those seats. So, it was probably, like, a music class. Pretty sure I saw a violin or something in there, bro. But this is a freaking story time about how me, my girlfriend, and some of her friends skipped our second and third period in the auditorium when no one was in there. We were not supposed to be in there, and somehow we did not get caught. I don't understand why, but yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, bro. Me and Karan been trying to make these bangers. I hope y'all are having an amazing day. I'm about to end this video. Probably go hit a stream with Karan. Freaking make some songs, chill out, draw something, read a book, go do something positive. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all next. Walking a trail like I am Sam. Feel the pain at your mind. Cause that's not you will fly.